Hey guys, welcome back for more videos on French learning. Today we will target this topic, how to say sorry. Excuse, les excuses in French. How to say sorry. So we will wait for more people to join, but hi everybody. You can say hi on the chat, and if you were here last week, you can also send some greetings you've learned last week. We will target this topic, like how to say sorry, as I said, for the newcomers. And for those of you who are really interested in those topics, you can like the video, and also you can check the description. On the descriptions we've got, it didn't start it? We've got a lot of free PDF for you here. You can check that, like a lot of vocabulary about really common words, like emergency words. This is something really interesting. Like if you are traveling to France, you can use those words, and the only thing that you need to do is creating an account, a free account, on the link you will find on the description, and then you will have access to tons of PDF like that. So it's only 3 examples, but you've got a lot, like about food, about family, about common words when you travel. So a lot of words, and it's really useful for you. So if you really want to improve your French, you should check this link. It's in the description, so be sure to click on that link. And for those of you who just came, today's topic will be how to say sorry, and we will learn the different ways to say sorry in French. Because maybe you know some words, you know how to apologize in French, but we've got some nuances in French, and sometimes you can have embarrassing situations, like when people don't understand how sincere you are. So this is quite problematic sometimes if you don't know how to apologize correctly. So we want you to avoid those embarrassing situations and understand all the nuances. And hey, for everybody from the chat, Daniel, Blaise, hey. So with this lesson, we will learn how to target the lesson. So maybe you can type on the chat the different links, the different words that you know in French, and like how to say sorry. Do you know how to translate sorry? I'm pretty sure you know one word, and this word is désolé. Désolé. I'm pretty sure you know this word, but that's not the only word that we can use. But it's kind of a common one, but sometimes you should not use this word. So we will target. Hey, Queen Elsa of Arendelle. Salut, comment ça va? Je vais bien. Hello. Okay. So, you know salut. You know sorry. So, désolé. But something that you know also is maybe excuse me. The equivalent of excuse me, and the equivalent is excuse-moi. Excuse-moi. Or excusez-moi. Excusez-moi is really formal and something that you need to know, I think, because in many situations, like in the street when you are buying some stuffs, or when you have troubles with someone in the street, like you just push someone, you need to know how to say excuse me or sorry. You say excusez-moi. Excusez-moi. So the word will appear here. Excusez-moi. So like when you're ordering, like I'm gonna explain some situation that could be interesting for you to know like when you are ordering food in a restaurant or like in bars, and you want something, like if you want water or a coffee, you can say to the waiter, excusez-moi. So you say, excuse me, a coffee please. Excusez-moi, un café s'il vous plaît. Excusez-moi. So I'm gonna write here, excusez-moi. So for those of you who just arrived, we are targeting today how to say sorry in French. Excusez excusez-moi. So here there is a dash. Don't forget the dash here. I hope you can properly see it. So excusez-moi. So when you want some like more water when you're in a restaurant, you can say excusez-moi, de l'eau s'il vous plaît. So excuse me, can I have some more water, please? Excusez-moi. So this is one of the first usage of excusez-moi, but it's not the only one. Another one is when you're in the street and you're looking for your way, like you don't know where is, I don't know, the Eiffel Tower, for example. You're looking for the Eiffel Tower. Also, it's quite obvious you know where it is, but because you can see it. But if you are looking for a place you don't know, you can say excusez-moi, où est la Tour Eiffel? So excuse me, where is the Eiffel Tower? Excuse me, where is the Eiffel Tower? Excusez-moi, où se trouve la Tour Eiffel? Excusez-moi. So here, when you like someone in the street, you don't know this person, but you want to be polite with this person. So you say, the first word you say is excusez-moi. And with this, you're pretty sure that the person, if this person is not is really is nice, but like she will accept and she will answer you and she will be, oh yeah, cool, you were polite and you can speak my language, that's cool. So if you can say excusez-moi, this is really good. So we've seen that you can use it for when you want more food or when you want to order something in a restaurant or in a coffee or some places like that. And when you are when you want to ask your way in the street, like in general, when you want to talk to someone in the street and you don't know this person, always say excusez-moi as a first sentence, like excusez-moi. It's a bit like the English excuse me. Excuse me, it's like how you say when you want to talk to someone. So it's like this is equivalent. And sometimes you can hear people saying, instead of excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît, which means please. But it's like it depends on the region of France and sometimes in Belgium as well. But I think the better for you is to just remember excusez-moi here, excusez-moi. And this is what you need to remember. So here you can see the words here and you see the dash, important. But there is no difference in the pronunciation. Yeah, Fernand, the dash is mandatory. You need to do that. Comment ça va ta journée, Daniel? Ça va très bien, et toi? Also, one other situation is really important when you need to use excusez-moi. It's when you're late. And not with friends. Like when you with friends, you use another word and we target that a bit later. But when you're late, like at school, for example, or at a meeting, although it's not really good to be late, if you want to apologize sincerely, you should say excusez-moi. So here again, excusez-moi, excusez-moi, excusez-moi. And this is really important. When you're late at school, to your teacher, you say excusez-moi. In English, I think you would prefer to say sorry instead of excuse me. But in France, if you say sorry, it's like maybe rude. It can sound rude. So you should really use excusez-moi. Don't use sorry. Don't use désolé. Désolé, don't use it. Use excuse-moi. Excusez-moi. So this is the third meaning that you need to say, to know. But there is, as I said earlier, there is another word that you can say instead of excusez-moi. It's just excuse-moi. Can you hear, can you catch the difference? Excusez-moi, excuse-moi. Here, excuse-moi is like the same, but without the D. Excuse-moi. This is in informal situations. You use this one when the situation is not that formal. So when you're late at school, don't use this one. It's more when you're late with friends. Like your friend was waiting for you and you arrive like 10 minutes late, and you say, oh, I'm sorry, excuse-moi. Excuse-moi d'être en retard. Excuse-moi. This is what you need to do. You can say excusez-moi, but it will sound really weird because it's really formal. But when you know the person and this person is kind of a friend or family, it's better to use excuse-moi. So this is, except that, the situation, like the formal, casual opposition, this is quite the same usage. Like when, for example, so when you're late, we've seen that when you're late with the friends, but also there is one thing that you can say as well with a friend. It's like when your friend is asking if you want to go somewhere, like, oh, do you want to go to theater tomorrow? And you're like, I'm sorry, I'm busy. So you can say, but you really wanted to, but you don't know. So you can, but you cannot join. So you say, excuse-moi, je ne peux pas. Sorry, like sorry, I can't. Excuse-moi, je ne peux pas. Bonjour, bonsoir. Oh, Mohamed, you were here last time, I remember. Chantel, bonjour, hello. Salut, pardon, pardon-moi. Youn say, pardon-moi. This is pardonne-moi. So you need to add an ed and an e at the end of pardon. So don't. So it's not really correct, and it's pardonne-moi. It's like really. It sounds really sincere, and it's not something really common that you would say. Salut, salut. And if like some other situations, so we've seen that when you want to go to, like you cannot go to theater with a friend, so you say excuse-moi, je ne peux pas. Excuse-moi, je ne peux pas. Excuse-moi, je ne peux pas. I can't. Je ne peux pas. So this is the first situation. And also, when you want to help someone, but you cannot help this person because you're busy, you can say, oh, excuse-moi, je n'ai pas le temps. Excuse me, I don't have time. Excuse-moi, I don't have time. Like a friend asking you, oh, can you help me for a sec? And you say, oh, I'm sorry, I don't have time. Excuse-moi, je n'ai pas le temps. Excuse-moi, je n'ai pas le temps. So this is something that you can say. And also when you made a little mistake with a friend, like, I don't know, you forgot to take a book that you promised you will give, but you know that you can give it later, like in 1 hour. So you just say, oh, excuse-moi, 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 here. So this is for the two first situations. So almost the same meaning. It's just this is more formal, and this is more with friends. So if you want to say I'm sorry with friends, you can say excuse-moi, and the sincereness of those expressions is quite strong. So if you use that, you will sound sincere. So this is good. Hey from Colombia. We've got a hi from Colombia. So hi from here. And the next word we want to target is je suis désolé. Je suis désolé. Je suis désolé. And also here, you will see, so here the word is here, but I'm writing all the words here. Je suis désolé. So je suis, I am, like you remember last time, I am when you say I am, when you say any words like I am from France, je suis français. So here it's the same, I am, je suis, and then désolé. So I am sorry, literally, it's like in English. And here you can see that I put in brackets an E. It's like when you are a girl, you need to add this E, but the pronunciation is again the same. This E is silent. So here, désolé, and the same if there is a E or if there is no E. So don't focus too much on that, and if you're a girl, you should say that. But only, like if the subject is a girl, so if you're a girl, you say that. If je is a girl, you add the E. So first, this is the word, and now some situations that are that you can use with these words. So if you really want to, like literally it means I am sorry, and you can use it in formal and informal situations. I would say that generally speaking, in general, this is a bit stronger than that. But something that you can also say is just désolé alone, like désolé. If you say désolé alone, like just désolé, it's not strong, not really strong. If you add je suis désolé, it's like in English when you say sorry or I am sorry, like you're putting more words, so you sound more sincere. So here I would say that désolé is weaker than je suis désolé and then excuse-moi, excusez-moi. So here, first this, and then this. So this is the word, and now situations. Bonjour from Los Angeles. Hey, Mona Lisa. So the next one. When you are apologizing in many situations, you can use je suis désolé. This is a kind of really handful words because you can use it in many situations, but it's more common when you are sorry because you made a mistake. Like for example, you forgot to take the umbrella of your friend and it's raining, so it's kind of annoying. You can say je suis désolé. Je suis désolé. If you say just désolé, it's a bit weak. If you say je suis désolé, or you can also say excuse-moi, but you can say je suis désolé. This is a good way to apologize, even though you shouldn't have forgotten this umbrella. So this is the word, je suis désolé. But there is one last word, the weakest word that you can use. This word is pardon. 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 This word, you say the pronunciation is pardon. It looks like pardon, like when you say I beg your pardon in English, like this. And this is kind of a weak word, but this is a word that you should use when you want someone to repeat. Like it's like when you say I beg your pardon, it's the word that you should use. So it's for that, it's a bit like English. Because in English, pardon is like, can you repeat please? It's the same, but you can also use it in a lot of other situations. Like when you just want to say a really brief, like when you want to briefly apologize, you can say pardon, but it doesn't sound sincere. It's like if it's not a big deal, you can say that. So this is the 4 words, like this is almost the same, 4 words that you need to remember for this. Pardon, sorry, Amir, je suis désolé, I'm sorry, excusez-moi, excuse me, salut, bonne nuit. I guess it's bonne nuit. Thank you for the classes. Hello from El Salvador. Oh, wow. Hi. Mohamed, je suis désolé, tu peux me donner quelque chose? Some mistakes here, but désolé, like the accent is the opposite way. So here, this is like this. Je suis désolé. You just explain the street language or both. So here it's like situations you can use in every situation. This is not street language. But later, if you're interested, I can teach you some more, some words that you can, like some slang words in French, how to say sorry. We've got, you can use pardon, hello Mozamil. So you can try to copy those words and type it, even though you didn't do something wrong. You can say that on the chat, and we are now I'm gonna explain one last meaning for this one. One of the other meaning that you can use for pardon is like when you made something, you said something but you didn't mean it, like you made a kind of it's kind of, you didn't meant what you said, like you didn't thought it would be, you didn't think it was that hard, so it's like it was not intentional. So you can use pardon because it's not a big deal. Like, just for example, you said, oh, your hair are better today than yesterday, and she said, oh really, you thought that? You can say, oh, I didn't mean, I wasn't mean in my saying. So you can say just, oh, pardon. You can just say that. And also you can also emphasize this expression. or now going to focus on this one, which is the more common one. We can emphasize this by using adverbs. So if you want to sound more sincere, so remember those words, I'm gonna erase them. So excusez-moi, excusez-moi, erase, excuse-moi, and pardon, I also erase it. But here, I'm gonna show you one way to emphasize this. When you say, je suis vraiment désolé. So it's supposed to be here on the top. Je suis vraiment désolé, if you cannot read it properly. Je suis vraiment désolé. It's like, if you're saying just je suis désolé, it sounds like a common sentence, but if you say je suis vraiment désolé, it means that like you sound more sincere. Like vraiment, it's like really, I'm really sorry. Je suis vraiment désolé. And again, don't forget the E if you are a girl. And if you say that, you would sound more sincere. So this is something really interesting. And if you want to apologize for more people, you can also change that. Because I always put the example je suis désolé, like je, like I'm sorry. But you can also put the plural for that. And if you do that, you need to put that I, so you know the plural of I is we. So in French, the plural of je is nous. 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 So if you want to say je suis vraiment désolé, like plural, like for you friends, you say nous sommes vraiment désolés. And here there is this verb that you need to change. So suis becomes some. And also here, because you're not the only one who's apologizing, so you need to add an S here for désolé. So here you will see the plural versions of this sentence appear, and you will notice the difference. Here, je suis vraiment désolé. Here, nous sommes vraiment désolés. And here you can see the S, because it's plural. And even if it's only girls that are apologizing, you need to add also an E between the S and the E. So it would be something like that. But if at least one boy is concerned by the situation, is included in the we, in the nous, it means that you need to not put the E. So be careful with that. But don't focus too much on that. Usually you can just put ES when there is plural, so here. But here it's je, so I don't put that. So here, nous sommes vraiment désolés. So this is the word that we are using. And also another word that we can use is, instead of vraiment, is sincerely. I'm sincerely sorry. And you want to sound sincere, right? So you can say I am sincerely sorry. Je suis sincèrement désolé. Sincèrement désolé. So je suis sincèrement désolé. Here you can see it. There is the accent. Don't forget the accent here, and it's the opposite way, the opposite direction than this accent. Je suis sincèrement désolé. If you say that, you would sound more sincere. Je suis sincèrement désolé. So this is ways to improve, to emphasize how sorry you are with vraiment or sincèrement. Vraiment, sincèrement. You cannot use very, like in English. It's a bit weird. So you don't use très. It's a bit, yeah. This is better to use vraiment. So this is what you need to do. Next, I would like to show you more examples and how to use those words in sentences. Like for example, I said you want to say sorry I'm late, like sorry for being late or sorry to be late. and you want to say that in French, I guess. So we are gonna explain how you can use those set sentences. So here we are gonna first start with I'm sorry to be late, but with a friend. So if you are with a friend, what you can say is like désolé pour le retard. So here, silent D. Retard, maybe you know what it means. You can type it in the chat before I say it. But it means désolé pour le retard. Désolé pour le retard. Désolé pour le retard. It means like sorry to be late. I'm sorry I'm late. So you can say that, and it's more with friends. Like with friends, previously I said you can say sorry to your friend when you're late, he was waiting for you. But the best way is to use this, désolé pour le retard. Like that, your friend know why you are sorry, because maybe you did something wrong elsewhere. So this is like a good sentence that you can use. Désolé pour le retard. Oh, we've got salut from Brazil. Brazil. Bonsoir, Oscar de Costa, Monique Truss. 130 world grenouille. I guess it's because I'm French. Also, so be sure to remember this sentence, and like it's really handful when you want to say I'm sorry to be late. And also you can, instead of désolé, because last time I said that you can, when you're late at school, you say excusez-moi. You can also use excusez-moi pour le retard. Like when you're late in your class, like with your French teacher, just say désolé, excusez-moi pour le retard. So this is really interesting, and you need to remember that. I think this is one of the most common sentences that you need to remember, like this set sentence. And also something that you can say is just excuse me and then an additional sentence like sorry, I don't speak French, excusez-moi, je ne parle pas français. Following you from Morocco, best of luck, thank you Med. Pardon, sincèrement. If you say Mario, oh I remember you were there last time. Pardon, sincèrement, it's a bit weird. You should just say pardon or je suis sincèrement désolé. Pardon, je suis tard. Pardon, je suis en retard if you want to use this sentence. But you can say excusez-moi pour le retard or je suis désolé pour le retard. Bonsoir, Steven. Can you tell us something about grammar, please? For this lesson, we will not target grammar, but if you want more grammar, you can check the others video and also the website frenchpod101.com. We've got a lot of different content for you and to improve your grammar. And also, comment ça va? How it's going? I'm here. Yeah. Je vais très bien et toi? I'm saying in French. I was about to say it in English. Yeah, I'm good. Je vais bien. So here, remember this set sentence, and just quickly, some people wanted to know slang words. So here is a slang word that you can say, but it's only with friends. Don't use it elsewhere. It's like instead of saying désolé, you can say just désolé. Désolé. You get rid of this, and you say désolé. So this is something that you should not use with like informal situations, and only with close friends. Like with your family, it's not that good. And if you say that, you would sound like you would not sound sincere at all. It's like you're saying that because you need to say it, but you don't really mean it. So you can say désolé, désolé. So this is a way, like a lot of young people are saying that. I use that a lot with my friends, but it's when it's not a big deal. So it's just for you who wanted to know some slang words. S'il vous plaît, passé écrire, passé composé. Amir, bonjour, good morning. Okay, it's still the same. And for those of you, like you, a lot of people are asking for grammar and other contents. So if you want, one thing that you can do is checking. You can hear a lot of free PDF, and here are some examples. Like I printed some of the papers for you. You can see here some words that that are really important when you want to travel. So here you can see the Eiffel Tower, how you can say that, the common places, and suitable phrases, really important, like where is the station, où est la gare. So those are really interesting, and I printed only 3, but you can find a lot of that on the website. And all you need to do is checking the link on the descriptions. And on the description you will find so an access to the website frenchpod101.com. And on this website, if you create a free account, like it's free, totally free, don't worry, it's totally free. And if you create these accounts, you can have access to a lot of different PDF concerning vocabularies. Like I printed only 3, but you can have travels, family, business, a lot of different words. So this is something really interesting for you. So I hope you learned how to say sorry in French, and now you know the different nuances, and you will avoid embarrassing situations. Don't remember that this is really casual, so I'm gonna erase it because I prefer that you remember that instead of this one. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And next time we will do we will target how to say the time in French, and also I made a bit of a mistake. Next week it will be a break, and in 2 weeks we will do how to say thank you. So in 2 weeks, Wednesday 9 a.m. for those of you who are in New York, in 2 weeks we will do how to say thank you. So this is what we are going to do. If you are interested in more subtleties and nuances in French, please join us in 2 weeks. And from next week, like in 2 weeks, it's every week. It's just next week there is a break, but after it's every week. So in 2 weeks we will do that. So I hope you really enjoyed this video, and don't forget to check the descriptions if you're interested to learn more French, because I know a lot of you guys have a lot of questions, and I cannot answer all the questions in just one live. So be sure to check that, and I hope you will be there in 2 weeks for the how to say thank you lesson. It would be Wednesday 9 p.m. for New York City time. So if you're not from New York, you should adjust the time for you guys. But it's like every Wednesdays. Each Wednesday we are doing that. So how to say thank you. Bonjour, je suis de Afghanistan. Bonsoir. Okay, I hope it's the night for some of you. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm hoping to see you guys next time. And also, just a quick summary. Excusez-moi, je suis désolé. You should remember that. Excusez-moi, je suis désolé. And also, you've got all those ways to say je suis vraiment, like how to say, to apologize. And this is really interesting for you guys. So I hope you really remember that. And also, don't forget for the PDF. Like this is really interesting for you because. As I said, 30 minutes is not enough for learning a lot of French. So if you want more, go there and click on the link, and with just one free account, it's totally free. I repeat, because I know some people are worried like, oh, it's to make money. No, it's just free account, and you can find those PDF. So this is interesting. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. Bye guys, and see you in 2 weeks. 2 weeks how to say thank you in French. Bye guys.